Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we're going to be doing something very different. We're going to be going over everybody's favorite topic in the entire world, especially from the Disney community. We're going to be going over all the upcoming Disney remakes live action movies. To qualify for this list, they have to be existing Disney animation movies. And so the Prince Charming movie will not count in this list is because, first of all, we're also going to include like prequels or sequels, whatever, from the existing. So the Prince Charming movie, I feel like it's going to be its own thing. Like, I mean, it has the director that did Wonka. He's part of the Charming movie. No word if it's going to be in theaters or Disney Plus. I think it's going to be in theaters. They're trying to build like the success for the Can't movie. And rumor has it Daisy Jones and Chris Hemsworth are part of this movie, but it's not officially confirmed. Anything could change. It's still in development and no word when this is going to start filming or whatever. So that will not count on this list, but I feel like it's its own separate universe, but we'll see. Who knows? But it's a Prince Charming movie, so it could literally be any of the Prince Charming. So for the past, since it, me doing a ranking for all the Disney remakes, that's like a different story for another day. Maybe I'll do that once Lilo and Stitch comes out. Let me know in the comments if you're interested in that type of video, like rankings is how I felt. My personal opinion, I personally am one of those people, the few majority that don't really mind these Disney remakes. I'm open to new interpretation, new ideas. I just feel like the new rules should be like, I feel like they can remake it if it's like 50 years. I think 20 is a little bit too early. I feel like 50 or like 30 years is okay. Like, it's a long time ago. But if it's something like recent, like Tangled, which we'll get into it, like it's released like almost 20 years ago, whatever, I feel like that's way too soon. It's way too something to Lilo and Stitch. But for now, let's just get right into it. So here are all the upcoming Disney remakes that we'll start with the ones that are going to be releasing this year. There's going to be two. The big one's coming out. It's Snow White, aka the most controversial Disney princess movie. I feel like it's not as controversial than Mulan. So this is coming out in March 21 dated. So it's coming out a month from now. Get ready for coverage. Please just make sure to subscribe and like if you want to miss coverage like this. So yeah, that's coming out in March 25. It's directed by Mark Webb, who did Amazing Spider-Man, and screenwriting by Greta Gerwig and Erwin Kristen Wilson. Greta Gerwig, it might be good. I'm afraid that people are scared that's gonna be a feminist Snow White movie, which I don't mind. I don't want to miss the element of Snow White. So Mark Platt, and it's gonna be a musical. So that's coming out a few weeks from now. I'm nervous how this movie's gonna do. And so that's coming out. It's the remake of the original Snow White from 1937. We'll see how this goes. It looks visually stunning, but I don't know if it'll be a huge success. So that's coming out in March. Next one is Lilo and Stitch, which is a remake from Lilo and Stitch from 2002. Oh my god, that's such a long time ago. So originally this is supposed to come out on Disney Plus, but instead it's gonna be released in theaters, which we found out during D23. This one is gonna come out May 23, 2025, which is Memorial Day weekend in the United States. And so this is going to be directed by Dean Fletcher Camp, screenwrite by Chris, I don't want to pronounce the last name, Bright. And so they started marketing this movie. It's very similar to how they market the original Lilo and Stitch, to be honest with you. And it's working. People are loving it. No hate yet. There hasn't been like, there's been like teaser trailers, but they haven't like released a full trailer of this movie yet. It could come out anytime. You still have time. It might come out next month or March. It's maybe in front of Snow White. That's my estimate, because it could come out anytime. So those are the two upcoming Disney movies that are going to be released in theaters from the remake version. So next year, this is where things get interesting. Can't believe we're getting this. We're getting the live action Moana, which is a remake from 2016. I can't believe they're still doing this freaking movie. And we got the sequel last year, which made $1 billion. So we're getting a remake retelling the story again. So this will be starring, if in case you've been loving The Rock is still playing the Maui, and it's going to be a newcomer that's playing Moana. This is going to be directed by Thomas Kail. I know they're still filming it. It's produced by his partner Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Danny Garcia, and at least the original screenwriter is part of it. Jared Bush is part of it. Diana, I don't know if but like, so it is, I'm pretty sure it is going to be a musical similar to Snow White. It is going to be a musical, and I'm very curious how this movie is going to look like. So this is also going to come out in July 10th, 2026, which is going to be part of the summer release movie. I don't know how this is gonna do, and we'll see how that looks like. So that's the upcoming like Disney princess movie. And yeah, so I don't know if they finished filming it. Let me see. Let me just look at it quickly. Hold on, did they finish? Oh yeah, I like how it's actually gonna be released like the 10th anniversary of the original movie, which is very weird. But oh yeah, they finished filming it. They finished filming it last year, 2024. So I can't believe that movie is coming out. We'll see how that goes. So those are the 3 upcoming live action movies. So let's go over all the development and let's see. Let me just do a prediction whether or not this will happen or not. So the big one from this list is definitely Hercules. This movie is the remake from the original 1997 version. It does have a director, which is Guy Ritchie. He did direct Aladdin, which some people love, some people don't like. I find it's like a pleasant movie. It's actually not as bad as people thought it would be. No word if it's going to be musical or not. It is going to be produced by the Russo brothers, infamously. There's been talks about like how Russo said they want to make this like a TikTok musical movie, which I'm very hopefully they don't do that. And then there's been scoops about like how this Hercules movie is going to be a Hades point of view movie. Kind of think of it kind of like Maleficent, which I hopefully they do not do. I wish that they'll just keep this like how it is. And people are fan casting. They want originally want like Austin Butler and I forgot the female. I know they still want Ariana Grande, but I like the original, even Ariana Grace. I wish that it was Liz Gilly that plays Meg. I'm open to Paul Mescal playing Hercules. He does have a great singing voice if you didn't see his SNL skit performance. And so that's like the big like upcoming Disney live action remake from the Renaissance that hasn't been remake yet. Almost all the Renaissance except for Tarzan and I don't think they'll never do Pocahontas, but like not Tarzan, but Hercules is like one of the last ones they haven't like touched their remake version. So it's still in development. No word when this is gonna come out. They did have a director attached, but like it's been in development for so long, but we'll see how this goes. So that's the big upcoming remake from this list. Next one are 3. I'm not sure if they're going to be Disney Plus or the theaters. I'm pretty sure Hercules will definitely be in theaters. There's a big interest on that. For these 3, I'm not really sure. I'm predicting they're supposed to be for Disney Plus. So the next one will be Robin Hood, which is a remake from the 1937 version. I think it's going to be animal CGI version kind of. This will be the first one. It does have a director, which is Carlos Lopez Estrella. I don't know what he directed. So there is a director attached, but no word when this is gonna come out. There hasn't been any like voice casting for this movie. It's still in development. It could happen. I feel like it's one of those projects where it'll just quietly, like a snake, boop, pop up. You're like, oh, I forgot that they're remaking this movie. What movie did he direct? Oh, it's a Mexican. So he directed, he's the one that directed Raya and the Last Dragon. Yeah, he directed Raya and the Last Dragon, which is not a bad movie, to be honest with you, in my personal opinion. And he did some music videos. So he's famous for Raya and the Last Dragon. So we'll see how that project moves along. We haven't heard anything from this project since like pandemic era. I forgot how long. Like few years from now, so who knows how this project is gonna do. I think this will be a great Disney Plus, so there's, you know, great Disney Plus movie, but I'm not really sure. But that's the next upcoming one. The second one is the Aristocat, which is gonna be remake from the 1970 version, the Aristocat. And there's been a director attached, which is Questlove. He is the director of this project. And I think no word this is going to be in theaters and Disney Plus. I think this is a great Disney Plus movie too, I want to say to you. I feel like it's going to be similar to the live action remake that underrated people forgot. They did remake Lady of the Tramp. I feel like it's going to be that type of vibe of movie. No word if they didn't do any casting for this movie. It just has a director attached. Usually when there's a director attached, it's most likely it might happen. Who knows? But no word this is going to be on Disney Plus or theaters. It's still in development. It's been announced like almost three years ago, but we haven't heard anything since. So who knows, this project could have been shelved or they're still quietly working on it, but we'll know. We'll see. So they're working on the Silver Age, which is like the dark era of Disney. So next one will be Bambi. Who asked for this? They're gonna do a Bambi remake from the 1942 version. Originally there was a female director attached to it, but then she left that project. And again, there's no word when this movie is gonna come out. It's gonna be like the Lion King version and Jungle Book, more like the Lion King, kind of like live action CGI animal movie. I think this would be a great Disney Plus movie, not like in theaters and stuff. And again, no word when there hasn't been any development with this project, so it could honestly be shelved, to be honest with you, because the director left, so there's no director attached to it, but there is like producing. I don't know who these producers are, but yeah. So no word. I think it's shelved. I think it's done. It's dead. No one hasn't heard about it. No, I think no one doesn't want this remake, but yeah. So the reason why it came out like a few weeks ago or last year, I forgot. So they're doing, finally, people are excited for this. They're doing the second remake of the Renaissance 2.0, which will be Tangled, which is a very big one. No word. So there is a director attached, which is Michael Gracie, who did Better Man, and the popular one would be The Greatest Showman. I think this is going to be a musical, definitely, because he has a musical background. There's rumors that people love their fan casting and stuff. No word, but it's going to be, I think it's definitely going to be in theaters. No word if it's going to be, who is part of this project. We just have the director attached, which is, you know, usually a good sign. The project's almost slowly moving closer. Like, it's still in early development. I'm very surprised when they announced this project, they already have a director attached, which is, you know, great sign of it. I feel like the project will move along. They're gonna see how Moana does first. And if that does pretty well, then like don't be surprised if you start remaking all of these Renaissance, like the modern post-Renaissance movies. Oh my god. I feel like there's rumors, I was gonna say there's rumors that this might be Mother Gotto's point of view. I personally don't want that to happen. I think they should just, as a producer, I think they should just remake it the way it's supposed to be, like how a normal Tangled movie. I think they should add some new lore to it. I don't think they should, you know, do like shot by shot. I feel like it should be like a fairy tale remake, but we'll see. There's a director attached. No word when this is gonna come out, but it's just part in development. So that's the big next one. The two big one would be Hercules and Tangled. There's a big audience for that. It depends on the casting of who they cast. So those are like the upcoming Disney projects movie. And yeah, so other projects, like they're planning to do a live action Black Cauldron. There hasn't been any moving forward with this project, honestly. And there's also like a spin-off Disney Plus series, which is Prince Andrew. I remember when that was announced, people were like, who asked for this? It's still in development. Hope it doesn't happen. And then they also wanted to do live action Princess and the Frog. I think it's going to be similar to, we're going to see how Moana does first. And then if Tangled does well, they might do a live action remake of Princess and the Frog. I'm very surprised they're doing not Frozen yet. Maybe they're waiting for the trilogy to be done. Yeah, so those are the upcoming, for now, these are the upcoming Disney remakes that are going to be released soon. They're still doing it. So let me know, comments below, which Disney remake are you excited for? The next one is Snow White. And then we got Lilo and Stitch, and then Moana, and we'll hopefully soon we'll find out these like development projects. I think, you know, once a project starts coming along, once you start casting people, once you start announcing the casting or not, that's when the project is moving along, unfortunately, whether you like it or not. So these, I hope you guys enjoy this upcoming Disney remake videos. Let me comment what you think of these remakes. Which one are you excited for? Which one are you hoping that they skip along in the development section? And yeah, and I'll see you all on the next Disney video. If you like it, please make sure to subscribe and like, and I'll see you all on the next one. Okay, bye. Have a wonderful day. Mwah. Bye. Boop. So anyway, we're going to be doing ranking of the soundtrack. And I just want to say, ranking like the top 7, like the main ones, was pretty hard because... Oh, wait, that's it? Okay.